Steve Evans, first of all, have you had any more reflections on Wednesday night and the defeat at Peterborough?
Oh, disappointment, that's a reflection. Wonderful performance, eh? We've gone to an exceptional team, really good manager, clinical front boys, good midfield, plus good defenders. Boy, Edwards class. We leave Peterborough disappointed, but I wish them every success for the remainder of the season. They deservedly should go to the Championship, in my opinion, but they'll have to go and deserve it. So, as far as we're concerned, it's gone, it's over, it's done, and the only focus now is Leyton Orient. But I do wake up on yesterday morning and think we've had a really good team performance. A difficult place to go. Final thoughts finished.
So it fills you with confidence and belief that this team can still achieve great things despite last.
They've all wrote us off, haven't we? They wrote us off. They've not looked at league tables. They're all geniuses. All these out-of-work managers, they've wrote us off. Listen, they wrote us off at the start of the season. We were favourites to be in the bottom three. The year before, we were favourites to be in the bottom three. Let them do what they're going to do. We have to keep a real focus internally. I know how difficult our run of games is coming. It's not just one, it's difficult. It's not just Leyton Orient. Then we go to Carlisle. Then we have what a performance from Bolton on Tuesday. And I was fortunate to be in the Sky Studios for that one. You look at that quality of performance. The competition to be in this top group is fierce. And but no, we're looking forward to Leyton Orient on Saturday.
Moving on, 9 games to go, 6th in League One, and 2 years ago tomorrow, you took over this Stevenage team, 3rd from bottom in League Two.
It's an easy time in my life to remember, Alfie, because it's my little grandson Joseph's 3rd birthday on St Patrick's Day on Sunday, and we're going to have a great opportunity to share the day with him, and it would be lovely to share the day with him if we're in playoffs. It would be fantastic. But when that little boy's birthday was there 2 years ago, we were 2nd or 3rd bottom of the Football League. So we've come a long way in his little short life. It's been a fantastic 24 months come the weekend that we've enjoyed. But let's be honest, I've had the most wonderful support from not only the chairman and Leon Hunter, who's been extraordinary, but the board. The board have been fantastic, and the support of the team, which I head up, and the staff around the football club, everyone from the match day stewards to the catering staff to the security teams. They've been absolutely fantastic. And here at training ground, our ground staff what miracles every day we walk in, and I'm blessed to do the job I do. But that's a genuine belief. I've never forgotten that in the whole of the country, if you take away the elite of the Premier League, there's 72 people do my job in the whole of the country. And the other day we had a little electrical problem at home and we needed an electrician. And I said to my daughter, we need an electrician. Is there anyone you know? She said, Dad, there's about 1,000 of them in Peterborough. There's only one manager in Peterborough, it's Darren Ferguson. But there's 1,000 electricians. Which you may have been going over the top a little bit and saying 1,000, but it shows you how privileged we are to do the job. So for the last 2 years, I've been blessed to do this job. And that's on the good days and the bad days. You should always have reflection, like I did after Posh, disappointed going home, disappointed when I wake up, move forward a few hours, and then you realise we are still in the playoffs in League One. What an unprecedented 2 years. And the words of Darren Ferguson on Saturday evening after the game, it's unthinkable you're there. He said it before the game, and I noted Darren's words after the game when he said he did believe we could be in there. He's number 2 to me because I believe we can be in there. But we know how tough it is, when you look at Blackpool, Oxford, Leyton Orient, Lincoln City. They didn't expect us to be in there at the start of the season, did they? They all thought they'd be in there individually. We are that one little football club that they don't like to see in it. It's like just anything in life when it's not expected. Everyone wants to knock it.
And now 9 games to go, you're on the home straight. Do you have a points target, or are you just looking at Saturday?
I've always maintained in all my promotions when people have said, like last season, if you remember speaking to you, do you have a points target for automatic promotion? Finish in the top 3. By 1 goal, by 1 point. We'd have all loved to have been champions. The team we play on Saturday were rightful champions, in my opinion, over the period with Richie. Fantastic job he's done. And so this season, we know what position we have to finish in the league. And if it's here against Cheltenham on the last day, then we grab it. But our last game last season, when we won promotion and confirmed it, was at home to Grimsby. And we said earlier in the campaign, about February, March time when we came out of Rochdale, that if we've got the opportunity to play Grimsby at home on the last Saturday, you're writing fairy stories. You're writing things that are wonderful. And we got that opportunity and we grabbed it. I'd love the opportunity of Cheltenham at home. And Clark's a friend of mine, did a great job. But I'd love the opportunity to be beating Cheltenham, to be in the playoffs. Because I know what will happen if we go in there. Peterborough United performance sure is what will happen if we go in there. Not the result, because it was an unfair result, but we take it. We're in there. I'm a big enough guy. My nose has been spread a few times. We're in a good shape, but we don't think we've got an extra game in hand. We just think we're level games. We're a point in front of it. We could be 2 places outside the playoffs on Saturday night if we don't take care of ourselves, in my opinion, or we could be well entrenched in it because these games are difficult at squeaky bum time of the season.
Focusing now on Saturday, obviously on Wednesday night you made a number of changes. Saturday, have you got your starting 11 in mind yet?
Yeah, I knew 2 weeks ago. You know, they provide, obviously things cut across that, suspensions, injuries, unavailability, you know, we call-ups and things that doesn't just affect us, it affects all the clubs, but obviously you plan for what you think might be coming over for the bridge, if you want to use that expression. But we've got players that have come in this morning. We'll recover them from Wednesday's excerpts, if you like, and then we've got a number of other players that we left out because we went with a particular shaping system at Peterborough, and it may be a different shaping system in personnel against Leyton Orient. I'm not going to tell Richie Wellens that. He's too good for me to tell Richie that what we're thinking of doing, but more importantly, we as a staff and us as a group of players know. And
on personnel, obviously yesterday the news came that Jamie Reid has finally been called up to that Northern Ireland squad. How proud are you of him?
I'm immensely proud. I think when I arrived at this football club, he would. There was a match day squad of 18. I don't think Reid would have made it if there was 25. And that was not through our opinions, the management team. It was previous management team's opinions. But what we seen was a young man who needed work on the training ground. What we seen is a young man who needed to get fitter and sharper because he had been taken away from things. But he had to have a mindset. I can remember when I was at Leeds United once and we got Chris Wood in the office, the striker who's now at Nottingham Forest, and said, "Kind of bit of weight, would he?" And he looked at me. He went and got himself super, super fit. What a great guy. Gets a fantastic move to Dyche in the Premier League and then gets an even bigger move to Newcastle and a wonderful move to Forest. But he done the hard work. So I put Jamie Reid in that category. He's gone on the training ground. He's gone in the gym. He's got himself super fit. He's a great kid. He's not scored in a few games. He's got 21 goals. He's got 9 games, in my opinion. I said to him at the start of the season, if you get 25 goals in League One, you are a huge asset to any football club in League One. So he needs to get 4 goals in the next 9 games. Can he do that? Really can get 4 and 4. He's that talented. We love the kid and he's deserving of the recognition. And Mike O'Neill will be getting a humble young man who'll walk into his training camp and do his damn best. Is he good enough? Michael O'Neill's job, not mine.
And just finally, Saturday, it's going to be another big crowd at the Lamex. Leyton Orient sold out their away end. How important is it that those supporters back this team right to the final whistle?
I think it's both ways. I think Leyton Orient's a wonderful support, isn't it? You know, we go there early in the season and they turn up in their droves and they're right behind the team. Am I allowed to say I love an opposition supporters? 5 years ago as a manager, 10 years ago, I never recognised them. I didn't care about them. I wasn't interested. Now you sit back as an older, more mature and experienced manager, you have an allowance in your mind to say what a wonderful support that is. Hey, but in 2 years we've gone from crowds up hardly getting to 4 figures to now averaging 6,500, 7,000 at the Lamex. It's absolutely fantastic. This town and the surrounding villages and areas have supported us. They've been there on the great days. They've been there on the not so good days. Look at the support we had at Peterborough United on Wednesday. The noise from the away end was consistent all evening, even at 2-1, at 2-0 down, 3-0 down. They were fantastic. They were still singing at the end. Thank you to every one of them that made the trip to Peterborough. And thank you for everyone in advance who's coming tomorrow. We're going to need you because those Leyton Orient supporters, they get behind their team. They're really passionate supporters. Our players need to discount all of that around the pitch, concentrate on the grass, concentrate on trying to win a football match because that in isolation will be really tough. I've watched 2 of their games yesterday And how they lost at Wigan, I don't know. And they went down to 10 men, but how they lost at Wigan, I gave up. How they failed to score against Port Vale, I don't know. But we had that bet on Wednesday at Posh.
That's great. Thank you, Gaffer.
Thank you.